We're really trying to figure out how fast we can put assets in the ground to be able to process those materials. So I think that's going to be a challenge that a lot of companies are going to have, is how fast can you build the assets to be able to process that demand that's coming in, or that supply that's coming in at you. I think the other place is collection, right? There's definitely a barrier there, and that's something that we're proud of at Cirba Solutions, is we've got a very vast collection network already established. And I think that's something that, if you look at it, the United States is a very large country, and being able to have regionalized areas where you can actually collect materials, move them cost effectively and safely to your processing facilities is going to be another challenge for a lot of companies. Making sure that your facilities are permitted and they've got the right the environmental footprint, they're sustainable from an operational perspective. You want to make sure that the right facilities that are permitted properly and are able to operate in a sustainable way is, I think, a key thing for the future as well. There's a lot of room for innovation, especially around the material side. Being able to refine these materials from an old battery, or a battery that's being recycled, take them from a black mass material to a refined specialty chemical salt, which is what a lot of companies are aiming to do, and then some are looking at eventually into a cathode material. But our focus is really, how do we really stay laser focused on developing a battery grade metal salt that can go back into the supply chain and integrate back into the ecosystem. So there's a lot of innovation there, a lot of technology development that's going on in that space as well. That supply is always going to be needed, right? With the scale of the industry and how it's grown, there's always going to be the need to process that material and find new resources to be able to extract those materials from. We want to continue to use those materials and make sure that they are recycled over and over again, and that's one of the things that we're really focused on, is making sure that we create that ecosystem that really you can integrate your whole supply chain in the materials that you use in your batteries. It's maybe not the complete answer and takes over massive supply, but definitely recycle will be a resource, just like a resource in the ground. It will be a resource that the industry will definitely need and use to build new batteries. We're up in the air flying right now. The industry really has taken off, and I think it's going to go really, really fast. So I think recycling's here. I mean, we're selling a lot of material. We're profitable today in the business that we have. So I think there's a good value proposition for recycling. We're excited about the prospects where we are today, and I think we're already in the air flying.